Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is the fourth and the last video of lesson Grandpa Tickles a Tiger. In third video we saw Timothy being sent to zoo as he had started becoming less friendly, and after 6 months grandfather visited him.
He put his arm through the bars of the cage. The tiger approached the bars and allowed grandfather to put both hands around his head. Grandfather stroked the tiger's forehead and tickled his ears, and, whenever he growled, smacked him across the mouth, which was his old way of keeping him quiet.
He stroked the tiger. Grandfather stroked the tiger. It means move the hands along his forehead with love. Another word in the same paragraph is smacked. Smacked means to slap someone. He used it to slap. Whenever Timothy growled, grandfather smacked him. He slapped him.
It licked grandfather's hands and only sprang away when a leopard in the next cage snarled at him. Grandfather
Sprang means moved suddenly. He moved away suddenly.
And then the leopard would rush at the bars, and he would slink back to his corner. A number of people had gathered to watch the reunion, when a keeper pushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather what he was doing.
"I'm talking to Timothy,"
said grandfather.
"Weren't you here when I gave him to the zoo 6 months ago?" "I haven't been here very long,"
said the surprised keeper.
"Please continue your conversation. But I have never been able to touch him myself. He is always bad-tempered." "Why don't you put him somewhere else?"
suggested grandfather.
"That leopard keeps frightening him. I'll go and see the superintendent about it."
Grandfather went in search of the superintendent of the zoo, but found that he had gone home early. And so, after wandering about the zoo for a little while, he returned to Timothy's cage to say goodbye.
Grandfather went to the particular cage where Timothy was kept and started playing with the tiger affectionately. And the tiger also showed friendly behavior. In the meantime, a zookeeper came and stopped him from playing with the tiger as it was bad-tempered. But grandfather did not listen to him.
At dark, he had been stroking and slapping Timothy for about 5 minutes when he found another keeper observing him with some alarm. Grandfather recognized him as the keeper who had been there when Timothy had first come to the zoo.
"You remember me?"
said grandfather.
"Now, why don't you transfer Timothy to another cage away from this stupid leopard?" "But, sir,"
stammered the keeper,
"it is not your tiger." I know, said grandfather testily. "I realize he is no longer mine, but you might at least take a suggestion or two from me." "I remember your tiger very well,"
said the keeper.
"He died 2 months ago." "Died?"
exclaimed grandfather.
"Yes, sir, of pneumonia. This tiger was trapped in the hills only last month, and he is very dangerous."
Grandfather could think of nothing to say. The tiger was still licking his arm, with increasing relish. Grandfather took what seemed to him an age to withdraw his hand from the cage.
Age here means particular period of time. He found the particular time that he had to move his hand away from the cage.
"Tigers," he mumbled.
"Good night, Timothy."
And giving the keeper a scornful look, walked brisk out of the zoo.
Then another keeper came and stopped grandfather from playing with the tiger. Later, grandfather came to know that the tiger on whom he was showering his affection was not Timothy, and he also came to know that Timothy had died 2 months ago. Grandfather was shocked and at once removed his hands from the tiger and walked away. This was all. Thank you.